Everyone, meteorologist Robert Speddle here with you. In the Western Pacific, we have an active timeout here. We actually have a positive phase of the MJO, and this is helping kick up several storm systems. A tropical depression, which has been bringing some fairly heavy rainfall across the southern Philippines, besides Mindanao, even over towards Manila as well. That is Samuel, as it is known in the Philippines. Moving off there towards the west, going to be a rainmaker for Vietnam. But also, we have our latest tropical storm, and this one's more impressive as far as the intensity is concerned. It's moving just south of Guam here today. Currently, tropical storm Mun-Yi has winds of 55, gusting up to 70 knots, but it is expected to peak around 85 to 105 knots, according to the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. Moves off here towards the northwest, peaking out there in the Philippine Sea. This area is very favorable for intensification. So right now, JTWC does have a Category 2. I do think we could even get close to a 3, which would be the equivalent of a major hurricane, by the way, if this was out in the Atlantic. Meanwhile, though, just some of the outer rain bands impacting Guam and Saipan. Saipan still recovering after a typhoon last month just ravaged that area. And this should be passing towards the northeast of Yap, I should say, as well. Rhoda's up here. This is Yap right in there. Big thing, though, there is some smaller islands located in between here that is going to be impacted by this, but nothing they are not used to be seeing out here. The forecast goes, as we go ahead through our Thanksgiving Day holiday out here, it's going to be a wet and soggy one in the American territory of Guam and also over there towards Rhoda. It is going to track off towards the north here. That is Mun-Yi on the southwestern side of our high pressure ridge located actually just south of the Ogasawara Islands. Big thing, though, is this is going to start to run into a cold surge pouring in out of Siberia, and it's actually blasting Japan with some cold air by the end of the week, and that's going to stall our storm system out and significantly weaken it as it encounters some dry air by Saturday into Sunday. You see that here on the GFS outlook. Actually, let's scroll ahead right into Friday as we go ahead in the Friday morning right there. Here comes that cold surge, our high pressure ridge I was talking about. That's going to buffer our storm system and just make it kind of linger there and slowly weaken as we go ahead into early next week. Long-range models just have kind of this lingering here. I don't really want to show any further than that just because of the basically the separation of a lot of the ensembles here, but I don't expect too much out of this at this time. That is this tropical storm Mun-Yi. As mentioned earlier, Samuel still tracking west. We could see some intensification before that moves into Vietnam as well. Southern Vietnam actually looking at some pretty decent rainfall possibly coming in out of this just south of Da Nang. Could definitely be a wet weekend out there for you, but I think the winds aren't going to be much of an issue. Right now, JTWC has this making landfall with winds right around 55, gusting to 70 knots. Definitely coastal damage could be seen, but nothing catastrophic by any means. That's just a quick update. As far as winter weather is concerned, it looks like a nice little storm system moving across Japan as well. Hopefully that helps kick off ski season there. I know I've been a little out of touch with all these systems too, by the way. Out here in the eastern U.S., been dealing with some pretty decent snowfall lately, and all my efforts are concentrated on that. But I do put these out there from time to time because you guys have been asking about them. I also would like to end on one other thing. If Mun-Yi sounds familiar, that's because I actually filmed this same storm, or the same name, not the same storm, of course, the same name, back in 2013 in Japan. This was severe tropical storm Mun-Yi, so kind of a storm I remember back then, one of my first typhoons I got out there and really into the middle of. So some pretty interesting stuff. Been doing this for a while now. Names are starting to come back around from ones I've covered before. Anyhow, that's all. Yeah, guys, stay safe out there, and thanks for watching.